Next, we're going to cover session-based memberships. One very important thing that this can mean for you and your facility is more money, an extra source of revenue and income. This is because you may already have a member from whom you are receiving regularly recurring dues, for example, because they are a month-to-month or whatever type of membership they have at your facility. But now you can sell them an additional membership, for example, 10 personal training sessions for 1 hour each for $1,000. iGoFigure version 3.6 makes it very easy. Let's take a look how. From the More Options menu here, I'll click on button number 3, Member Agreements. And then I will click on the bottom here at Add New Agreement. This brings me to a very straightforward step-by-step wizard where I enter the details of this new membership. So let's call this Personal Training, and under Description we will say 10 1-hour personal training sessions for $1,000, and I'll click on Next. Now, I specify here on this third option that this is a session-based membership. Next, do the sessions expire? Well, let's say yes, they do. They're good for 1 year. If they're not used within a 1 year, they expire. Are both scan in and scan out a function of this agreement? Well, let's say yes, they are. It's supposed to be 10 1-hour sessions. You want to see, are they really lasting 1 hour? By the way, scanning in and scanning out are useful under a variety of circumstances. For example, you may sell sessions that may be used up to a certain time frame, but if the person is in your facility for longer than that, you charge extra. This will help you determine how long were they there. Another place where this is very useful is daycare. There are a lot of daycare facilities now using the iGoFigure software. You may not care how long the child is at your facility, but check in and check out helps ensure that every child who was dropped off is picked up by a parent before you close for the day. And you may well care how long they are there because perhaps you bill by the hour, or in some areas there are laws that forbid a child from being at the facility for more than a certain number of consecutive hours. This feature can help you ensure compliance with that regulation. Okay, let's click on Next, and I'm now being asked price information. In our example, it is 10 1-hour personal training sessions for $1,000. Therefore, the price is $100 each, and just to make things simple, we will say that there is no tax on that. Now, I click on Next, and that's it. I am done. That is all the information I need to specify for a session-based membership. You'll see I'm back at the member agreement list, and personal training is right here, has come into the proper place alphabetically. Now let's take a look at how easy it is to sell a session-based membership. And I'm going to give you 2 examples. If you want to add a session-based membership to an existing member at your facility, and if you want to sell to a brand new member. Let's go back to the main menu here. And one of the really nice things about session-based memberships under version 3.6 is you do not need to use the new membership wizard to assign or to sell a session-based membership. Let's take a look. From Payments and Product Sales, I'm going to say that one of our existing members, Maria Hernandez, would like to sign up for 10 personal training sessions. So I will click on Maria Hernandez's name right here. Now the new Payments and Product Sales screen has 2 tabs, Products and Memberships. We wish to sell Maria a membership. And you will see that her existing memberships are here. As a matter of fact, Maria has already signed up for a check draft and a weight loss counseling membership, and I could easily make a payment on either of those memberships by clicking on these 2 buttons. But also appearing here is the new personal training membership. And if I click on that, I will be able to assign a personal training membership to Maria. Let's take a look. Right here it's asking me for the sign-up fee, and let's say there is a sign-up fee of $50. And Maria is purchasing 10 sessions at $100 each. So I just click on the spinner here. 10 sessions at $100 each is $1,000. Here I will enter the advertising source. I will also assign Maria a key tag, and it is good to assign a key tag specifically for session-based membership because I want to know every time she is scanned in for personal training. I want to know how many sessions has she used and how many are remaining. Okay, when I click on OK here, this brings me back to the Payments and Product Sales screen, and the next 2 screens should appear very familiar. When I click on Next, it takes me to the Purchase Review screen. When I click on Next again, it takes me to the Checkout screen. I'll specify a salesperson and say that Maria paid cash. But when I click on Next again, a new screen comes up. I am being asked, would you like to associate an employee with these sessions when a member scans in? A session-based membership is a prime candidate for having a specific employee associated with workouts. and you will be asked, would you like to associate an employee automatically every time you sell a session-based membership. And let's say, yes, indeed, Maria's personal trainer is Debbie. And I will click on OK, and we are done. Let me give you the second example now, and let's say a non-member at your facility, a brand new person, Sally Jones, who is not a member at our facility, has walked in and wants to purchase personal training. Once again, because this is session-based, I do not need to use new member. I can sell this directly from the payments and product sales screen. Let me show you how. Again, we'll go here to payments and product sales. As of right now, Sally Jones is not a member at my facility yet. So I'm going to click here at the bottom on non-member sale. What do I want to sell this non-member, a product or a membership? Well, I want to sell a membership, and I want to sell a personal training membership. We'll say the same $50 sign-up fee applies, or I could make it more. See, since she's not a member, it's $75 for non-members. It's a $50 sign-up special if you're an existing member. So that's the reason that we give you the flexibility to specify the sign-up fee at the time of sale. And she's also purchasing 10 sessions at $100 each. And you don't have to use the spinner control. I can just highlight this and click on 10, and you'll see it's 10 sessions at $100 each, which is $1,000. I'll put in the advertising source. I will also give her a key tag. And now I'll go to Next, which is the purchase review screen. But something different happens now when I click on Next. Again, it's not going to automatically jump to the checkout screen. Instead, it comes to this quick member information screen, and in one screen only, I can enter the pertinent details. I will say this is Mrs. Sally Jones. I could enter her address, home phone and email, emergency contact information, the salesperson, lead generator, advertising source, and buddy referrals. By the way, if I want to add extra details, which I would normally be able to put in through the new membership wizard but cannot do here, for example, attributes, to give just one example, I can always go right into Sally Jones's member record as soon as I'm done here and change, add, edit, or modify whatever information I want. I'll click on Next here, and this brings me to the checkout screen. So let's say that cash was paid here, and once I click on Next, I am being asked again, would you like to associate an employee? And I'll say yes. Let's say Debbie is also the personal trainer for this new member. And now I have assigned this session-based membership to a brand new member. Okay, let's take a look at what happens if Sally were to now scan in. Here is the member welcome screen, which Sally would see, and you see it's welcoming her and telling her that this is her first attendance. Now let's take a look at the screen that the employee sees behind the counter, and you'll see that Sally's name has appeared right here on today's attendance. Take a look at what happens when I click on Sally's name from today's attendance. Here's her quick member details screen, and you'll see that Sally has just scanned in for her personal training membership. Her total attendance is 1, and she has 9 remaining sessions. Now remember, scan in and scan out are a function of this agreement. And you'll see that right here there's a scan out, so for any reason Sally forgets to scan out as she's leaving, I could just click on scan out right now and manually check her out. But let's say that Sally remembers, and once her 1-hour session is done, she rescans her key tag as she leaves the facility. Take a look at how that appears. And you'll see that the system has said, Ms. Sally Jones, you have now scanned out, and it tells her you have 9 remaining sessions. Okay, let's take a look at how to add more sessions, sell or increase the number of sessions for a session-based membership. Sally is down to 9, and let's say she wishes to purchase an additional or 2 additional sessions. Let's take a look at how to do that. There are 2 methods. Method number 1 is from the Payments and Product Sales screen. I'll go here to Payments and Product Sales, and I will select Sally Jones. I'll click here on Memberships, and I'll say that I want to sell a personal training session. I would like to sell her 2 more sessions. So let's say there's no sign-up fee. Again, I could put one if I wanted to or not. And I'm going to sell her 2 additional sessions. By the way, you can also change the price here. Let's say that it's normally $100 a session, but that's only if you buy them in blocks of 10. If you want to buy 1 or 2 at a time, then it's $125. No problem, I can change the price right here, and you'll see 2 sessions at $125 is $250. I'll select the advertising source, and you do not need to re-enter the key tag. There's a space here, but if you don't put in a new key tag number, it's going to keep Sally's assigned key tag. I'll click on OK, and on the Payments and Product Sales screen, you'll notice it is not asking me to re-input her information. It takes me straight to the checkout screen. So I'll say, all right, she paid cash $250. Now, when I click Next, it still is asking me, do I want to associate an employee? That's only in case you want to change the employee. If it's still the same employee who is the associated employee for these sessions, just click on OK. It is going to remember that Debbie, in this case, is her assigned employee. Let me now show you the second manner of adding more sessions. She should now be up to 11 sessions. Let's take a look, and I'll show you the second method of adding some more. I'm going to go to Member Records, and I'm going to click here on Sally Jones's member record. And I'm going to click here in the upper right corner on Edit, and then I will click on her Personal Training Membership. This is going to bring up the Membership Details screen. And you'll notice that here in the upper right corner, indeed, she has 11 remaining sessions. I could increase or decrease or just enter any number that I want and adjust her total remaining sessions. Let me explain you the pros and cons of each method. If you want to sell extra sessions by using the Payments and Product Sales screen, the advantages are you have complete tracking on this. You know when the extra sessions were sold, by whom they were sold, how much was charged, and all of the financial information is recorded. In other words, the amount that was paid is recorded in your financial paperwork, and there's also a payment recorded in the member's payment history. The disadvantage, of course, is that you have to go through a lot of steps to do this. If for any reason you just want to increase and give a couple extra sessions from 11 to 13 for Sally, you have to go through a lot of steps to do that. So the second method here, which is just to come to Membership Details and use the spinner control or type in a number. The big advantage is it's very quick and easy. If you need to make any adjustment, including adjusting it down, you can certainly do that. The disadvantage is, number one, you have no tracking. There's no recording as to who did this, when they did it, and for what reason. And number two, there's no financial information recorded one way or another. If you go down like that, you haven't recorded a refund. If you're adding sessions, you're not recording a payment. Keep in mind that you can add security specifically to the Membership Details functionality here so that not every employee can get into this section and use this control here. Okay, let's go back to the main menu here, and I want to show you some of the reporting that is available for session-based memberships. First of all, let's jump right back in here into the member's record, Sally Jones, and I'm going to go to the History tab, and I'm going to select Attendance History. Now, because this is a session-based membership, you will notice that there is a time in and a time out. She scanned in at 3:19. Supposed to be an hour session, but we were just doing an example. So a minute later, we scanned Sally right back out. There's another report, and that is in the Reports menu. It is an attendance report, and it is right here, and it is called the Sessions Remaining Report. And as you can see, you can filter this report a number of different ways. You can sort it by the last date attended, the member name, or the number of sessions remaining. You can sort it in ascending or descending order. You can filter it by customers who have less than this number of sessions remaining. And by the way, if you want to see all customers and how many sessions they have remaining, just enter a huge number here, like 9,999, and you'll see every single customer and how many sessions they have remaining. You can include customers with no sessions remaining if you check this box right here. And finally, you can also filter this report based on their attendance, customers who have not attended in this many days but have in this many days. Okay, one final report that is available, and that is here under Employee Information. And I am here in Employee Records, and I would like to print a timesheet for Debbie DeVito. Now, if you'll remember, Debbie was the assigned employee for Sally, and Sally has scanned in for one of her sessions. Let's take a look at her timesheet. You'll notice that there's a new section on the timesheet right here, Sessions Delivered. So on Debbie's timesheet, you are going to be able to see every single customer and the day and date and the time in and time out, the type of session, and the total number of sessions delivered. So if you pay any type of a commission or extra money to employees based on the sessions that they delivered, the iGoFigure employee timesheet makes it very easy for you to keep track of that. And that's all that there is to session-based memberships.